Road safety is a great concern to the whole community. People such as police, fire brigades and councils and their enforcement officers all play a part in ensuring the safety of our community. With our children, you, the supervisor, are the front line and therefore play the most important part in keeping our children safe.
I love the students. It keeps me active. I feel I am a service to the community. The pay is good. I always make sure I leave early enough to get to the crossing. The students and parents depend on me to be there, and you never know if someone is going to be early or late, so it is important that I am on time.
This is my uniform, my vest, hat, coat. I wear it at all times when I'm working. It's not a choice. The road rules say I have to anyway. I like the uniform, it says who I am. Not everyone can do my job. You need to be trained and work for the council.
The uniform stands out and it keeps me safe, and the students and drivers see it, recognise me as a crossing supervisor and know they better take care.
I'm proud of my uniform, so I keep it clean and tidy. I want to look professional, and part of that is looking neat. It also helps people see me. I want to be respected for what I do, and looking good is part of that. I like to make sure I'm neat and tidy. I shower and shave, do my hair in the morning before I go. I am the council's face out in the street, and I try to look my best.
I have 2 children's crossing flags, a stop sign and whistle. I look after them for the same reasons, and if they get old or broken, I get them replaced at council.
If I wake up and don't feel well, I ring my supervisor at council. I try to let them know at least an hour before my shift. In this job, people are really depending on you, and I need to know my students are looked after, and council needs to get someone there before the students start arriving.
I always give myself plenty of time to get there. You never know what can happen on the way, and I like to get there with plenty of time to find a car park and set up so I can start on time.
If I'm driving to the crossing, I like to park where it's not going to cause any problems. A bit out of the way, and always legally. It would be pretty embarrassing to get a parking ticket. Even before I start at the crossing, I'm thinking safety. Getting out of my car, I make sure it is safe. I carry my flags with me, and if I carry them on the back seat, I take them out from the curb side of the car, as this is the safest spot. Or if they are in the boot, I'm always conscious of cars behind me.
I give my equipment a check at the start of each shift just to make sure I have everything and it is in good order. Then I check around the crossing. I look to see if anything's changed, if there's graffiti, if they're doing work on the footpath. Basically, if there are any signs missing, that sort of thing.
I put my flags out next. I always do this from the curb, as it's safer. I do it from the side I'm already on. I'm always thinking about safety at the crossing. Most people think safety at the crossing is just about students. It's not. My safety is just as important. Once my flags are out, I go to the right side of the road. I stand where I know the students are coming from. In the afternoon, it is on the school side. This way, I can control the students better.
I always stand there where I can see the students coming. That way I am ready for them when they get there. If you stand back or out of the way, they can be up to the crossing and starting over before you get there.
Please wait behind the yellow line. Please wait for my whistle.
Greet the kids when they come up. I always say good morning and ask them how they are going. It's not only the polite thing to do, but now they are paying attention to me. So when I say, okay, wait behind the line for my whistle, I know they have heard it. Before I go out onto the road, I check for traffic. Sounds obvious, but you need to make sure you are safe first. If I stay safe first, then the students will be safe. I put my sign out when I am still at the curb. I put it out at a 45-degree angle, as far out as I can comfortably. I figure if they can't see the stop sign, I can't blame the cars if they don't stop.
Once it's safe, I walk out to the centre of the road still holding my sign up. When I get to the middle of the road, I stand in between the white lines. I make sure I have the sign held high enough so the drivers can see it. It might seem I'm going on a bit about holding the stop sign up, but that's what I'm depending on to stop the cars, so I have to use it properly. It's also a legal requirement that it's visible to the motorists at all times. Have another look again and check that everything is okay. Then I give 2 loud blasts of the whistle and the children know they can cross. I keep an eye on them and make sure they can cross in front of me, walk, don't run, don't bounce any balls or ride their bikes. Not too slow though.
When they reach the other side of the line on the footpath, I have a quick look for any stragglers, then I start to come off the road. Coming off the road is the same as going on the road. I hold the stop sign at a 45-degree angle and hold it up as I walk off. It's easy to get lazy and not hold the sign up. It's important that the drivers see the stop sign until you are off the road. I like to give the drivers a little nod with my head in appreciation to send them on their way.